The flight attendant had just brought me some water and some peanuts. I made myself comfortable in the narrow seat in the airplane with the cushion and the blanket that had already been there. I was looking out of the window and I was so grateful. I was on my way back from the United States, where I had visited my youngest son for 10 days around Easter. We had an amazing time, and when he took his classes at college, I was strolling through forests and even shopping malls. Something I hadn't been doing for quite a while because I was so busy with my business. I had been preparing a lot of things like the launch of my book and some speeches and workshops and many other things. And so I was grateful for the things I had experienced, and I was grateful for everything that was waiting me after my return home. 4 days, I was back home. I couldn't walk as to dizziness. Maybe now you will ask yourself, so what does this have to do with good vibes? Because I was really in a very good mood when I was on my way back. And yet I knew for me now in hindsight, it was the time to have a closer look on my history. I've already been in the field of peace and love and appreciation. And at the same time, there was still something inside me that needs to be resolved. And the interesting thing is that when I was resolving it with modern methods, I realized that my interest for peace was originated in some traumatic experiences of my parents during World War II. And so it was necessary for me to follow this path. And yes, as I intuitively knew that I had to do this, I was also in a good mood in those clinics that I had been to really resolve this issue. And now I know for sure that it's so important to be peaceful. And where does peace start? Peace starts inside. When I'm peaceful inside, then it's much easier to be peaceful with everybody around me. And what does this now have to do with companies? I have experienced several situations in companies that were not that peaceful. Maybe you have as well. And most of us spend so many hours in companies, and if there are situations that are not peaceful, so how come we home in the evening to our family and friends? I know it from me. I didn't come home in a very peaceful mood. It was more that I was angry with my co-workers and boss and so on. So can you imagine what impact it has to be peaceful already at the workplace? That's really what I do when I work with companies. I'm a speaker, coach, and author. And in my speeches, I'm inspiring company leaders and other leaders to really be more peaceful inside, and then to bring this peace to the people they are working with, and also to the environment. And I always love to tell them that peace already starts in the morning. So what's the face I'm looking at me in the mirror? Is it a grumpy face thinking, oh, okay, I don't know what's going to happen today? Or is it that I greet me with a smile, already with good vibes in the morning, and tell myself, oh, Annette, it's going to be an amazing new day. And so let's see what we can do to really contribute to more peace. So I am working in the field of resolving conflicts, leading teams to be as successful as sports teams. And if you have a closer look on sports teams, maybe you have realized that those sports teams, they have very different characters. If there's only one kind of player, like, for example, offensive players, they won't be able to win the game. If they have really different characters, then they can win the game. And that's exactly what I do with teams and companies. I really support them to appreciate the variety of characters, the variety of opinions, the varieties of backgrounds, and to thus form a team that is really successful. I love to start working with the company leaders or the owners of the company, because they really have the most impact on the results, how the team is working. And maybe now you're asking yourself also, why should company leaders do so? I do not know how it is in your country. At present in Germany, it is that we have a lack of really very good employees, because employees are leaving the companies when they are not fulfilled, when they are not content with the atmosphere over there. Another thing is sick days. I know it from a very big producer of automobiles. I do not want to mention the name, and it's not a European one. And this producer at present has a rate of sick days of 15%. Can you imagine how much this costs the company? So if it's possible to turn this around, to have less sick days and less fluctuation, and have instead more satisfied customers, then the benefit for the company, also the employees, will increase. When talking about customers, where do you love to buy? I love to buy in a company where I feel welcomed, where the employees greet me with a real smile like this, and not like this, so nice to see you. No, with a real smile and really with open arms. And if they really want to make everything possible to meet my needs. And if a company has such an atmosphere of employees who love their clients who buy there, then this will also benefit the families of the employees, because employees, when they come home in the evening, they are in a completely different mood. And yes, the profit of the company will increase, as well as the amount of customers. In my opinion, that's really the next step. Karina has already been talking about this time of transformation now. And if companies really want to be successful in this time of transformation, it's crucial to really have a closer look on the atmosphere and the culture in the company, and to really support employees with more appreciation and peace. Peace doesn't stop anywhere. Peace is like a seed that we put into the ground. And when I'm peaceful inside, then I can spread this peace to my surrounding, to the people I'm working with. And the third thing that is very important for me is to be peaceful with our environment and our earth as well, and to contribute as much as possible to the well-being of our earth.